Welcome to 4th standard science class, children. In this class you have to discuss about reproduction in animals. Okay, you already discussed about last lesson, that is life and survival of animals. Here you are going to be learning about how the reproduction process is carried out in animals. Okay, animals means here comes all type of animals and birds. Okay, let's see. Do you remember part? Here there are given some words. For that you have to write a meaningful word. Okay, here they are given unscramble words. First one, that becomes a carnivorous. Second one, herbivorous. Third one, omnivorous. Fourth one, scavenger. Okay, these are the variety of animals. This is completely based on eating habitat of animals. Okay, you have to imagine all the type of animals here: carnivorous, herbivorous, omnivorous. Here that is new animal category, that is scavenger. Means scavenger animal, those are dead organism eating animals. Okay, all living things produce young ones of their own kind. See, all living things produces young ones of their own kind, means in the two way they are giving a birth. The process by which a living being produces young ones of its own kind is called reproduction. See, the process by which means the reproduction process is which living beings produces young ones of its own kind. How the mother animal is, like that only the baby animal also present. That process is called as reproduction. The process by which a living being produces young ones of its own kind is called reproduction. Through reproduction, animals continue to exist on the earth. Through the production of animals on a earth, there are so many animals are there, and not only animals, and also a plant also. Okay, plant also, they are also reproducing. And this process means reproduction process contains two way. It allows life to go on. That reproduction process gives a life to go on the earth. Understood? Okay, animals reproduce by, in the two way animals is going to be reproducing. Okay, animals reproduce by giving birth to young ones, means directly they are give a birth, some animals. And other one, how they are giving birth? By laying eggs. By giving eggs, they are giving birth to new baby. Understood? For giving birth to young ones and by laying eggs. Okay. An elephant is the largest land animal. An elephant is a largest land animal, means among the land animals, elephant is a large body. Animal have a large body, so that is largest land animal. Its newborn baby weighs approximately 300 kg. See that new baby weighs about 300 kgs. Okay, animals that give birth to young ones, means animal which are giving a birth to their young ones. See, some animals give birth to young ones. For example, cats give birth to kittens. For this example means these animals are give birth to their young ones directly. For example, cats give birth to kittens, dogs give birth to puppies. Dog can give birth to puppies. Okay. Animals like cows, lions, horses, elephants and goats also give birth to young ones of their own kind. See, these are the animals, means cows, lions, horse, elephant and goats. These are all give birth to young ones to their of their own kind. Means how the goat is their baby also, like that only, like that their own kind baby will be born. The young ones of these animals develop inside their mother's body. See, these animals, means these are all cow, lion, horse, elephants, they means they're all babies. They are born, means they take a birth inside their mother's body. For such animals, we are saying the animals which give their young ones directly. Okay. Such animals which give birth to young ones directly are called mammals. For those all, we are saying mammals. Human beings are also mammals. See, we are also comes under the category of mammals. If you have a doubt regarding the mammals, here there are given features of mammals, means how the mammals are there, means how the human beings are there. Then cow, lion, horse, elephant, goat, these are all animals also comes under a mammals category only. How the mammals are there, let's see. First point, here there are the features of mammals. First one, mammals are warm-blooded animals. See, mammals, they are warm-blooded animals. Means warm-blooded means the blood temperature can be adjusted to the environment where they are living. Their body temperature will be, means their body heat will be adjusted to the environment. Understood? That is warm-blooded animals. Their body temperature remains constant irrespective of variable climatic conditions. See, here they give an explanation. Their body temperature remains constant. Their body temperature remains constant irrespective of a variable climatic condition. If it is a climatic condition is cold, that time also their body temperature will be remained same. If it is very hot, that time also, like that. Then say other one, hair or fur on their bodies helps them keep warm. See, hair or a fur means all mammals have a hair on a body, hair or a fur. Fur means soft hair. Okay, hair or a fur on their bodies compulsorily all mammals have a hair on their body. Third one, mammals look after their young ones for a long period of time. See, mammals, they are looking to their babies for a long time. Means they are nurturing their babies. Means they are care about a baby. They feed them with their milk and protect. See, they will give milk to them. Means they feed milk to their babies and protect them from enemies and climatic changes. See, you also cared by your mom or parents. Like that, all animals can be protected from their enemies by their parent animal. Understood? Let's see time to answer. You have to answer for these questions. First one, fill in the blanks, that is dash look after their young ones properly. Second one, the process by which living things produce more of their own kind is called dash. Third one, mammals are dash blooded animals. Okay, you have to answer fast. Okay, let's see the answer one by one. First answer is mammals. Second one, reproduction. Then warm. means warm blooded animals. Mammals are warm blooded animals. Is it very easy? Okay. Now see about animals that lay eggs. Which animals they are dependent on by laying eggs. Means some animals they are give birth by laying eggs. See, some animals like birds, fishes, reptiles and insects reproduce by laying eggs. These are all type of animals. They are reproduced by laying eggs only. They are not give birth directly. First they lay a egg. After that egg maturity, their baby will be comes out. Okay, such animals are called egg laying animals. Understood? Which animals are egg laying animals? Which animals reproduce by laying eggs? They are all egg laying animals. Okay. The embryo or young one before birth develop inside the egg. Say, the embryo or a young one of their birth before birth, young one before birth develop inside the egg. Means their body is inside that egg. Inside the egg only they are going to be maturing or they are going to be growing. Most egg laying animals ensure that the eggs are kept safe and warm. See, most egg laying animals that ensure that the eggs are kept safe and warm. In that place only their egg going to be maturing. Means if the condition means surrounding is safe and warm, that time their egg going to be maturing, means growing. This allows the embryo inside to develop fully till it hatches out of the egg. Up to the means completely that animal grows inside the egg. After that egg hatches. Hatches means breaking of that egg. Okay, by the breaking of that egg they comes out. Okay children, now see the structure of an egg. How the structure is there of egg, you have to see now. Eggs are usually oval or round in shape and are of different sizes. See, eggs that usually oval or a round shape. For that egg shape we are saying oval shape or a round in shape, and are different sizes. See, different birds or different animals eggs are different size. It is varied from one animal to another animal. Okay, for example, hen egg, that's shape is different than ostrich, that is also bird, that is very big egg. Like that eggs shape or size varies from one animal to another. Okay, most eggs have a hard outer shell. Their egg's shell is very hard, means outer, that white part, it is very hard. This protects the growing embryo inside it. Means that eggshell is protecting inside embryo, that is very soft embryo. So that is hard shell is protecting that embryo. Within the shell is a white, means with inside that shell the white and thick liquid which has a yellow part in the center. In the center there is a yellow part is there. Then white thick liquid also present. The white part is the albumen and the yellow part is called the yolk. See, you have observed here two types means two parts are present in a egg. One white thick liquid, that is albumin. White liquid like matter, that is albumin. Then yellow part is called as yolk. The yolk provides nutrition to the developing embryo. That yolk provides nutrition to the developing embryo. Means that embryo is going to be growing into a new animal. So that embryo give a bird or animal, but white liquid provide that nutrition to the development of the bird. Understand?